Very good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Sports Tonight. This is the midweek edition of the show. Promises to be exciting. Fun-filled as always. My name is Toyi Ibitoye. I'd like to start by saying a very big thank you to you for allowing us to be part of your evening. And of course, for the next 50 minutes, what we'll do on Sports Tonight is to update you, inform you, entertain you, and get you up to speed with all that is happening around Nigerian sports, around Nigerian football, and of course, a touch on what is going on around as well on the international scene. Thank you once again for joining us. I'm not alone. Starting off the show with me this midweek, to my immediate right, Onyen Wuchinwachuku, always here on Wednesdays. We're happy he's here with us again. Onyen Wuchinwachuku is the sports news editor of Sporting Life, publication of the Nation newspapers. So, Onye, good to have you on a beautiful day like this.
Thank you very much, Tony.
You're on the show on the right day, the right kind of stories we have today as a news editor.
No, but I'm always here on Wednesdays.
I mean, I'm talking about today particularly. The kind of stories, as a news editor, the kind of stories that gladdens you. Issues around the Nigerian Premier League, but good to have you as well. Onye, Doom Nadio Konta is also on the show. Doom, our expert, of course, on the domestic scene, on the Globe Premier League particularly, is an expert on the on-field issues. But tonight, he will have to do a lot of talking about off-field issues as well. Doom Nadio, good to have you on Sports Tonight.
Thank you very much. My pleasure.
All right. Let me give you an idea of what we'll be talking about on the program this Wednesday. Of course, in the next couple of minutes, we will give you a lowdown on all that is happening around the Globe Premier League, particularly from the Teen City. I think they say called Jos,
yeah.
The Teen City.
The Teen City.
Because it's known for natural mineral. Teen.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but
very
today...
Peaceful, very peaceful city. Lovely. Good weather.
Still peaceful.
Yeah.
Still peaceful.
Still peaceful.
Relatively, for now.
Still peaceful.
Still peaceful. We'll talk about what is coming through from Jos on the program tonight. Of course, a lot of those of you who are followers of domestic football already have an idea of what we're talking about. Was started like a rumor, a court case, and all of that, a court injunction. We'll talk about it extensively on the program tonight. We will try to look at all the sides to this issue as we go along on Sports Tonight. And then tomorrow, Globe Premier League Week 1, 3 good games will be taking place. There will be a game in Sapele. There will be a game in Akure as well. And Warri will also host a game tomorrow in the Globe Premier League. So we'll talk about it extensively as well on the program tonight. Of course, as we speak right now, games are going on in the UEFA Champions League. The last time we checked, the game that is already done and dusted, that's Paris Saint-Germain and Bayer Leverkusen, had produced 2 goals in the first 15 minutes. 1 goal to PSG, 1 goal to Bayer Leverkusen. Before we came, it was 1-1. We'll update you with the result of that game as we go on. The other game, which is the game that everybody is paying attention to, is the game at the Nou Camp, Barcelona and Manchester City. Was still goalless before we came in, and already plenty of fireworks in that game. So we will fill you in with all of that on the program tonight. We will take it to Edo State. Ex-Nigerian internationals are trying to do something to help young talents, to help discover young talents, young footballers. We'll talk about it on the program tonight. And then there's some good news coming from the table tennis world. The efforts of the Nigerian Table Tennis Federation at developing table tennis from the grassroots is beginning to yield results, because there's a young table tennis player, a table tennis teenage sensation, 12 years old, that is already taking the world by storm. And this is a Nigerian. So we'll fill you in with that as well on the program tonight. Of course, the way we like to start the show, we'll inform you of how you can get across to us and let us deal with all of these issues as we go along on the program tonight. So that's essentially what the program will look like this midweek, and please stay with us for the next 15 minutes. We will try to put all that we have into it so that you can enjoy every part of what we have for you today. But let's start off with the story quickly of what is happening around domestic football. Started like a rumor, uncertainty about the injunction from the courts. Last year, was it 2 years ago, we played more of our football in the courtroom than on the football pitch. And we thought we had settled all of those. But right now, what is pervading our airspace, particularly domestic football, is the uncertainty over the court injunction on the Glo Premier League. It's just a week old. We're just going into week 2 this weekend, and already a lot of uncertainty about whether games will go on or not go on. And Oyin, what exactly is going on?
Well, Tony, precisely on Sunday, Channel Sports on this platform on Sunday, Ambassador Giwa,
Chris Giwa, the owner of
Giwa
Giwa FC,
was live from Jos, and he said, he aired his grievances
about his team being withdrawn,
disqualified from the Premier League, and that by this week, that everybody will hear from him. And I think the result is what we are seeing, because a certain Funky Odige, he came up with a court injunction restraining the Nigerian Premier League, the Nigerian Football Federation, and other parties from continuing with the league, and also restraining them from expelling Giwa FC, from participating in the league. And these are issues that are very, very germane. We said it here that these issues should have been handled before the league commenced. Tony, the last Premier League season ended in October. And between October and March, we had 6 months. I think the LMC should have started. They mean well. Before we came on set, we had background information from the LMC and from these clubs. They mean well. But I think the late preparation, the late enforcement is what we are seeing. By the time, if they had started early, perhaps the owner of Giwa and Nembe City, these are the two privately owned clubs, would have gotten used to some of the reforms that the LMC are trying to introduce.
Sorry to cut you short, Onye. Dumnodi, you've been putting your ears to the ground since this story broke this morning. And what we have on the screen is actually, I think, a summary. Dumnodi, please give us an idea of what we have on the screen. A federal high court sitting in Jos ordering the league management company to halt the expulsion of further excluding Giwa FC
from taking part in the 2013-2014 Glo Premier League season. The suit filed by one Funky Odige, that was yesterday.
Funky Odige, who says he's a supporter of Giwa and that he's paid some good money for the season's tickets.
To Giwa's game.
This new